Sound on. Transition. And hello, everyone. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right. How are you this evening?
I've got to turn my phone sound off. First try. Alright, other than that, I'm doing well. Let's see. I don't think I have anything fun and exciting to share. Nope. So unless you do, then get straight into some Sudoku puzzles. And first one today is going to be... Oh, and I forgot to say hello to Chip Sounder. Hello, Chip Sounder. It's going to be cages and palindromes set in an odd way. This is also by Chip Sounder. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row column and 3x3 box. Digits in a dotted cage sum to the total given in the top left corner of the cage without repeat. Digits on a gray line must read the same forwards as backwards, and cells highlighted with a gray circle as an odd digit. Alright, and then copy and paste. And copy and paste. And now there is the link in the chat if you'd like to give it a go. Let's get started.
Well, the 13 cage in box 3 has an odd digit on the right.
It can't be 5, 8.
So the other end of that palindrome would also be 4 or 6.
Right.
And there's a 5 cage in box 9. Is that a 17 cage between boxes 7 and
Right
8,
here?
or is that a 7? Yeah.
Yeah, that one's 17.
That's what I thought.
And we've got a 6 right here that cannot be
It
2
has
and
to
4.
be 1, 5, yeah.
So how does that affect this 9? 1 and 8, 4 and 5. The 10's not affected very much. This 6 is 1, 2, and 3, though. 16 and 3. And cannot use 1 and 3 or 2 and 4. But that's not a problem anyway. Can't use 1 or 5 at all.
In row 6, the 10 cage,
Yeah.
since the bottom of the 10 cage is half of a palindrome and the other top, so that's going to sum to 10, plus 6 is 16, which leaves 29 for the other 4. Well, we already know what they are. 5, 7, 8, 9.
This one is also 79. So those two are the same. Two odds, 3 odds, 4 odds. So one of these 3 is odd, the other 2 are even. I don't know if that's necessary. 8 cannot use a 6. So that's 1, 7, 3, 5.
Which are all odd.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, what can this one be? It's not 1, 5, and it's not 8 or 9. And we know that it has to be one of these 3 up here, because if it's these 2, then where is it in this box? It's got to be up here. 2, 3, 6, 7, and 4 is options. Although I just realized the 4, 6 pair here is going to take out a 3, 6 pair. So you can't have a 3 as an option here. Now, both of these are up here.
The 2, 7 pair takes out the 7 from the palindrome.
Right.
Yeah.
That's going to give us some 8, 9 pairs. I guess these are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these 2 can't be 9. These have to be 2 of the digits from this group.
In row 9,
Yeah.
6 and 16 is 22. Right?
Yeah.
Which leaves
23 left.
23. 23 and 4. I don't know why I was thinking 28. For some reason I was thinking 28.
It would be nice numbers that way. End in a 0 instead of 5.
Yeah. So apparently I was adding to 50 instead of only 45. Because that would have eliminated the 2 on the palindrome.
Oh, this can't be a 3. It has to be 8 or 9. Because where else can this one go in this box? Well, it can't go in one of those 2. 8 and 9
Right.
isn't 2 or 7, and 8 and 9 isn't 4 or 6. And it's not 1 or 5 either, so that has to be that one. So these 2 are 3, 4, 6.
And 3 is on the circle.
That's right. So this is a 1, a 4. A 4 gets placed over here. A 6 is. These are 6s. So these 2 are 4s. Another 6 here. And those are 2 or 7. 6, 6 pairs of 7. 4, 6 from these 2. 6 from those 2. 3 pairs of 5. And I've got 2, 7, and 5 left. And then 3 and 1. Okay, I've got a 4-6 set. Where 6 can't be either of those two, so that's a 6. He's also going to be there. 5, 7, 8, 9. 5, 7, 8, 9. Means this one's 4. And we've got 1, 2, 3 going across this way.
The 9 can be placed in row 9 because it can't go in the 16 cage. Because if it was on the 16, it has to pair with 7, and
Right.
1 and 6 is out, 2 and 5 is out, and 3 and 4 is out. So
now we have to use 8. And 6. And 2 then. Where 5 came from. So these two are 7s. 5. 2 and 5.
well, the 1-5 pair in row 9 takes out resolves the 1-3 and 3,
1,
5
2.
and 9.
These two are the same. 5, 8 are gone. This one isn't 6, that one isn't 6, and none of these are 7.
Well, and the circle is also not 8.
Well, 1 and 3 have to be in this row. They cannot both be inside of the 8, so this is 1 or 3.
2 and 8 have to go on the top. Uh, yeah, but I don't know what the third one is definitely.
So 4, 8, and 9. 3 is gone. These two are 1, 3, and 8, I think. So 1, 3, 8 there.
Well, in column 5, it's left with 1, 2, and 3. Which leaves 4 and 7 in row or column 4.
1, 2, 3, 8. These, well, 4 has to be this one. And I think this is a 9. 4, 5, 3, 6.
It can't be 2, 7 because that would pair with the 2, 7 in, which would put 2, 7 in there, and it can't put both 2 and 7. And the
Because you'd
1,
have to
8
put one in
resolves
there.
the palindrome in that goes from box 3 to 2 to 3.
chip sounder says columns 1 and 2, columns 5 and 6, versus rows 2, 4, 6, and 8. That was 7, excuse me. I'm sure there's a good reason for wanting to mark these. These two are both 2. This is the 1, 8. These out of these. 5, 7, and 9. So these two are what? 2 and 8?
Yeah.
So this one has to be 9 then. 7, 9, 9, 5, pair of 7s, a 4 and a 7, 5 and 9 is gone, 6, 8 pair is going to leave a 7, 9, 5. Oh, that's 1 and 7 gone, so 3 and 5. 1's placed here.
The 9 cage in box 7.
2 and 7. This is 4. But yeah, Chip Sounder says that the
Get you a
set
digit.
theory should get me a digit.
Okay.
Although
Well,
I feel like it's run out of places to do that. Let's see, I'm looking for what, 5 and
3.
there. This is those. One, 5, 7, 6, 3. 2, a 9, and a 4. 2 is gone. 5 is placed. 3, 8, 9. Pair of 8s. 1, 2, 3. 6 and 2, if I can press the right buttons. Got 1, 5, and 8. There we go. And then Chip Sounder says, okay, cool. It wasn't needed. You are left with a 9 cage and a given 9 against the given 5 and the 3 odd digits in column 9. So we had done the set theory stuff, which was heavily hinted at with the title.
Yeah.
Anything that is both red and blue we could take out. Because if we think about the red set and the blue set, since there are 4 groups of all of the digits 1 through 9, they're equivalent. And if you think of taking the same number out of both of them, in this case, this 4 was in both the red group and the blue group. If I take it out, then both sets still have the same numbers. They're just 1 short of 4, but they're both 1 short of 4. And that's true of all of the other ones. Now the palindromes, these two are in both groups, the ends of the palindromes. So this palindrome and that palindrome, since those two are the same as those two, can be removed. That's true of this one and this one, that one. Take all of those out. And then we've got a 17, which can take out the 8 and 9. Now, at this point, we've no longer we're done with the equivalencies, and now we're going to go with the sums. So 8 and 9 pair to sum to 17. So while the digits are no longer the same in both groups, their summations are still the same. And then that's also true of 6. And that gives us this 9 with that 9. Uh-oh, done something wrong.
Yep.
Where was I overzealous?
Oh, you weren't balancing reds and blues. I think when you took out a 6.
These all go away, because those are the opposite ends of the palindromes, which are in opposite groups. Blue 6 and red 6.
Yeah, okay.
Blue 17, red 17. Oh, I just took out 2
The
red
9s.
9s.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
We've got 3 odd digits and a 5, which sums to 18. So we take out the 5 here. So these 3 have to be 13, summing with only odd digits. And if we ignore what we already have, because at the very beginning we didn't know anything about this one had to be 7 or 9, because it couldn't be a 5. This one down here had to be 1 or 3. And this one was 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9 at the very beginning. Except we could remove 1 or 3 because of the 6. And then we asked what they could be minimalized. 7 and 5 is 12, and 1 is 13, and that is what they would have to be, and that would be given from the get-go. Chip Sounder says, then ask if row 4, column 9, can be anything other than 5. Yeah. So that took out the 1 and 3. Yeah. In the end, it's not necessarily, or not necessary, because you can get all of the values needed without the set theory. Yeah. So, I'm trying to come up with something to say. I feel like the same thing I'm wanting to say is the same thing, or the thing I'm wanting to say is the same thing I said about the last puzzle. Is I wonder what needs to be taken away or changed about the puzzle in order to force the need to look at it from a set theory perspective. Or as to require the use of set theory. Because it's definitely there was a lot of information given from a lot of the clues clearly we were able to solve it without needing it. But yeah. Yeah, I'd have to look back through the whole puzzle again to see what could be removed in order to force set theory, because we'd have to not get additional information on those 3 cells. Because I think the fact that this one had to be 2 or 4 because of the odd-even pair, and that it lines up over here with this 6 gives a lot of extra information into what can go on in here and this 16 down here as well. These two 9s eventually lined up and took out the ability for 2 and 7 to be up here. So, I don't know. Anyway, it was definitely a good puzzle. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Anything else you want to say about it, Mama?
Nah.
Alright, in that case, we've got one more chip sounder puzzle. And this one is High Heat from the Outset by Chip Sounder. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row column and 3x3 box. Digits in a dotted cage sum to the total given in the top left corner of the cage without repeat. Digits on a thermometer must rise from the bulb end, and cells separated by a black dot have a 1:2 ratio. Digits in a circle must be in one of the cells it touches and may repeat. And then
24 cage.
that's
Column 5, the top.
Nope. And here, and just do that. And then there we go. Link in the chat if you'd like to give it a go. And we can get started here. Well, that's going to limit
The
what
15
the
cage on
23
the thermo.
15, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this can't be 8 or 9 because then these would be 6 or 7. 23. If these were 6 and 5, that's 11, which would make these 12. So that's not as limiting as I thought it was going to be. The 39s have only one option for them, and that is, if I can get this, all of the digits 4 through 9, because 45 minus 6, the 1, 2, and 3 that are left out, is 39.
9 cage in column 2. It's a minimum 3 on it. So it's either 3 or 4, and then 5 and 6.
One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4, 3, 2. One of these two has to be a 1. And that would also be true of these two. Because the only places I can place a 1 is anywhere where it's not a bulb, or excuse me, only a bulb or a blank space to place a 1. So we have ones like that. This one is maximum 6. 5, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5.
Only one can't go in the bulb with that column 5 one.
Right. 1, 2, 3. It gives us a 5, 6 pair going across. Not enough info, though. And this dot here, black crop key, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8. 5, 7, and 9 are eliminated because they are all odd and so cannot be divided by 2. And if you double them, they're greater than 10. 6 and 8 are even, so while if you double them, they'd be greater than 10, they can be halved down to 3 or 4. So I think of this as being 1, 2, 3, and 4 is the smallest digit on the black crop key. And if you double all of those, you get 2, 4, 6, and 8 as their possibilities, since 5 is the cutoff for what can be doubled.
The thermos that are in columns 2 and 5, if you look at if the 9 cage is 3, 6, then the other one has to be 4, 5.
3, 2.
So whether the 9 cage has a 3 or a 4 in it, the 4 is eliminated from row 8 anywhere else. Because it's either if the 9 cage is 3, then it's a 4 in the column 5 thermo, and if column 2 thermo is a 4, then so the 4 cannot be on the
Black crop key.
the black crop key, yeah.
And the same argument should be able to eliminate 3 from this row. Because if this is... oh, wait, no. Because that only applies if this is 2. But a 2 could be 4 and 5. Which would make this a 6. This a 5. But you can have a 2 and a 4. Does not apply. Silly me. This is either 1, 2, or 3, 6. 1, 2 is a little useless. 3, 6 is less so.
If it's 3, 6, then the 9 cage is 4, 5. That's 6, 5. The 3 would have to be on the left. You can't have the 6 on the left.
Seven, 8. I'm not seeing anything else happen there. 23. Has to have 8 or 9. It does not have to have 2 from 7, 8, and 9.
The 1 can be placed in row 7.
It is none of these, and
it can't be in a 19.
right, because you can't make 18 in 2 cells. So there's a 1. These sum to 10, so that would be 2, 8, 3, 7, or 4, 6.
That's a lot, yeah.
But the black dot over here is now more
2,
restricted.
3, or 4 on the bulb.
Right. 1's removed from both, and
4
6
is
and 8
the
is gone
highest,
here.
yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And since you can't have 6 on the bulb, you can't have 3 on the other side of the crop key. And you can't have 4, 8, because if it's 4, then the 8 would be in the cage, or in the box.
Right. Three, 6 should work. Because it would go 3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
Right.
And if this was a 2 and a 4, it would go 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Well, 1 and 9 are definitely in column 3 in box 1, so that eliminates the 9 in box, or column, yeah.
If this was a 2 and a 4, this would have to be 3, 7. So that would make this a 5 if this was a 2, 4 pair, no matter which way it would go. And if this was 3 and 6,
Then that's a 2, 8 for the 10.
right. So 4, 6 isn't an option regardless.
Right. Because it's either 2, 4 or 3, 6. Yeah.
Yeah. But the 2, 3 is going to take 3 out as an option. Now, if this was 3, 6, it would go 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. But if it was 2, 4 in either direction, it would go 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is an 8 regardless, isn't it? Because if this was 2, 4, that's a 5, 6, 7, 8. And if this was 3, 6, you'd go 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8 here. Okay. Chip Sounder wants us to do rows 5, 7, and 6. If I read those in order 5, 6, 7, which is what I should have read. I don't know why I read it out of order. With columns 2, 5, and 8. We can remove, as we talked about in the previous puzzle, if you think about the two sets, red and blue, they are 3 sets of all of the digits 1 through 9, because that's how columns and rows work. If I look at this cell here, which is both red and blue, if I remove it, whatever it is, from both the red group and the blue group, then it's the same number. So we toss that same number. Let's say it was a 5. And we toss 5 out of both groups. Red is 3 sets of the digits 1 through 9, less 1, 5. And blue is also 3 sets of the digits 1 through 9, less 1, 5. So regardless, whether this was a 5, like I said as an example, or any other digit, the groups would be the same. And that's true for all of the cells that are both red and blue. And now if we look at the red groups and the blue groups, we know that they have the exact same digits. That also means that their sums are the exact same. Which means if I look at this 24, if I add 15 to it, that gives me 39. So let's take out the one on the right. That means that the remainder of the blue group
sums to 69.
Yeah. Chip Sounder asks, how is the 11 cage 1, 2, 8? I'm not seeing a reason it couldn't be 1, 2, 8. It still has the option of being 3, 7. Especially because we can get the 2 in it from here.
Well, yep, there's the one in column 5.
Right.
Which we should have known that.
Yeah. Yeah, because we eliminated it from here. It could never have gone in the 24, and with the ones here forcing it in there. Yeah, that should have been there a long time ago. So the important question that Chip Sounder is bringing up is where, if I made this 1, 2, 8, where could I place the 2 in the blue group? Well, it's clearly none of these, clearly none of those, and then it can't go on this one because this is minimum 3, and then it just goes up from there. So we cannot get this 2 to go with the 8, so this would have to be a 3, 7. So that's going to take out 7s from those. And it also removes the ability for this to be 3, 6, which makes this 5 and 6. And this is now 1, 3, 9. And this gives us 5 and 4. 5 and 6. And if I go ahead and do 7, 8, but not a 9, so this would be 6, 7, 5, 6, and 4, 5. It can't be a 5. So this is 2 or 3, and this is 1 or 2. So yeah, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now,
Box
if we look
4, column 2, that's a 1 or a 2. It would be 1, 2, or 3, but the 3, 7 takes out
right,
the 3. And that goes with yeah.
so that means 2 has to be one of these two digits. So that isn't a 2, so this isn't a 1.
Ow.
Chip Sounder says the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in blue can be removed against the other 3, 9. So, yeah, that would be all of these digits are the same as those. And so now we get 11 and 19. And this 11 is the same as this 5, 6. So these 5 must be 19 together. And that looks like the minimum of what these can be. 6 and 5 is 11, plus 4 is 15, plus 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1. So it's 2 and a 1, 7 and an 8, 9s are left over, and we have completed what we can get from the set theory. Well, this digit has to be here. No, it could be 7, never mind. But 5, 2, 4, 3, 7, 1. This is the only one that can be a 9, or rather, the 6, 8 means it can only be a 9. And then this one is 6 because this is an 8. 8's gone, 6 is gone. Now we get a 7, 8, 9, so this isn't 9, so this one should be 5 or 6, 1 and a 2. Seven, 8,
8.
and 2. This one is 8, 2, and 7. 9, 8. The 3 remaining here. Looks like they are 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7. So this is a 3, and those aren't. This one is just simply a
9.
9. 3, 4, it looks like. This is a 2. This is 4, 5, or 6. There's already a 6 over there, so 6 has to be one of these two. It's neither of those, but these 3 are 4, 5, 6, so this is a 9.
The 19 cage,
Mm-hmm.
if the bottom is a 6, then we have 13 left over, which would have to be 5 and 8. If the bottom is a 5, it's 14, which would have to be 6 and 8. Therefore, the 8 has to be in the 19 cage. So it can't be.
Wait, it couldn't be 6, 8.
Oh, right.
So it has to be 5, 8 for 6.
If it's, yeah, 5 can't be 6, 8, and it can't be 5, 9. So, yeah, it's got to be 5, 8 with a 6.
That is 2, 3.
7.
This one,
Oh,
I just misclicked. 8, 7, 9. 4, 5, and
7.
alright, now the remainder here is 6, 8,
6, 8,
9.
9.
6, 8, just 6. So this is 17. So this is 6. And that's a 5, 1. And
3.
still need a 3.
2.
4.
2, 4, and 6.
No. Yeah. I was trying to see how far we could get without set theory. Because it's always interesting to see where puzzles, when puzzles require advanced techniques. But yeah, I knew when Chip sent this puzzle, it was with the question of whether or not set theory was required for it. So I tried to get as far as I could. But this is really tempting with the way it's laid out to do the set theory. It would have taken me a little bit longer. I probably would have stared at it for a little bit at the point where we were. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. So that is that. Very nice puzzle, though. The way that this doesn't work because of how these are set up to not have a 2 as a possibility on here is really clever. And how once you have these, you can remove the other 39. And then that minimized these. Was really nice. Yeah. Alright. Next puzzle is going to be Fistomethel's 5 by Exley, a Sudoku inspired by Fistomethel's ring. Not to give any clues on how to solve this, of course. German whisper, green line. Adjacent digits along a green line have a difference of at least 5. Palindrome, gray line. Digits along a palindrome read the same in both directions. Equal sum line, blue lines. Box borders divide the blue line into segments which have the same sum. And Kropke dots. Digits and cells joined by a white dot are consecutive. Digits and cells joined by a black dot are in a 1:2 ratio, i.e. one digit will be double the other. Not all dots are given, and x, digits and cells joined by an x, sum to 10. not all x's are given. So let's take a look at this one. System fells 5. Link in the chat if you'd like to give it a go. Let's see what we need to do. Well, it is clearly...
Sorry.
6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to give us the high-lows there. And all of these have to be 1, 2, or 3 for the low digits because of how they are placed. Can't have 6s in the middle, but they could be on the corners. Now we do have
there's a Kropke dot that can eliminate the 7 and the 9 in box 9.
And that's also going to give us 6 and 7 as options below the X. Hopefully my AC isn't too audible in the background. But in this one over here, we've got 1, 2, and 3. 3 has to pair with 6. 1 has to pair with 2, and 2 can pair with either 1 or 4. Now, we've got a couple of digits on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So we've got this one is our pivot. We've also got the last high digit in the rows, 3 and 7. So these two have to be from 1 through 5. Actually, no, I was going to say they had to be 4 or 5, but I'm not sure why I was going to say that, because that's only 2 of the low digits, and one of them has to go over here. We know the 5 has to be on here or here, but this one's going to parallel over here, and this 3, 4 is also going to, so that's 4. 1, 2, 4, and our pivot is this one. So this one is 3 or 4. Okay, 2, 3, or 4, or 5 on the opposite side of it. Let's see. Six has to be one of these two, because either this is a 6, or it's an 8 which pairs with a 4, which is then going to pair with a 6. So this one is not 6. So this one is not 6 because it's the region sum line. We've got a loop of 4 here, but I don't know if that's useful quite yet. Although we do know that these 3 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these two are 2 apart.
Well, and it can't be 6. That would be 6 and 4.
Right. We know this one can't be a 1. Which means this one can't be... No, it could still be 3 paired with a 5. Although...
Well, the other one on that, the third on that blue line, in box 5 can't be a 6 either. Because the minimum that the others can be is 1, 3.
Right. This is maximum 6, isn't it? Because it would have to go 6, 5...
Mhm.
Oh, it's maximum 6, but just... 2, 3, 4...
Yeah, that would be maximum 6, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Not quite limited as to what would work or not. And we can still have 7, where you have 2 and 4 in either direction, really, and 1. No, if it was 2, 4, this would have to be the 2, because that would have to be a 1, which wouldn't be allowed to be there. And so this couldn't be a 2. And that 2. 8 would be 1, 3, and 4, I think. Because the other way to make 8 in 3 is 1, 3... You got 1, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 5. But 1, 2, and 5, 1 and 2 are too close, and 2 and 5 are too far. Because we know that these two have to be 2 apart. So yeah, so if this was a 7, it's a 1. If it's an 8, it's a 4. Now 9 has 3 options. 2, 3, and 4 work, because you could have 2, 4, except you couldn't have 2, 4, because you'd have to have the 3 in the middle. So you wouldn't be able to put 3 over here.
Yeah, the only 9 that works is 1, 3, 5.
Because 1, 2, 6 is too far apart. And you could have any of the digits, because they're all 2 apart. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 2 is 5. And 1 and 3 and 5 is 9, as was said. But that would be 3 and 5, excuse me. So 2 isn't an option here.
The 3 wouldn't be on the outside. It would either be 1, 3 with the 5 in the corner, or 3, 5 with the 1 in the corner.
Okay. So we said 2 and 4, 1 and 3, and either 1, 3, or 3, 5. So 4 isn't an option. 2 isn't an option. Does that change anything else? Well, this can no longer be a 1. I don't think anything else happens. Not yet, at least. We've also got the 10s here and here, which means these are low digits, 1 through 5. This one is going to pair with this one. And this one with that one. Oh, whatever these 2 digits are, they have to go over here. And since they're the same, that means this is 3, 4 with 6 or 7. No, well, that just copies up there. Now this one is also up here. So it's going to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because it's either the high digit from the 10 or the 7, 8, 9 is on the corner.
Right.
Okay, these 2 are the same. They have to be up here. Well, they can't be 4 or 5 because they're not going to work on the German whisper line. I don't think we can get anything like that working on this line. So, probably not going to ask.
Are all the 10s given?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so, but just making sure.
Not all X's are given. Nor are the black property dots. Which
Yeah, I
is just
remembered
dots,
that one, but I
dots.
couldn't remember on the 10s.
Now there is a strong
Oh,
hint.
where's the 5 in column 3?
Oh, that is true. 5, excuse me, has to go there. And then we're going to get it here.
So it's the pivot on.
Right. Takes out 5 as an option here. I already know 5 is one of those. Now, if these are 1 through 6, and it's an ordered set, but they're all consecutive. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3 means 4 must be in here. And if it wasn't, it wouldn't work. So this must be a 1. And I think we probably could have figured that out earlier.
Yeah.
This isn't a 2. 3 pair means that's not a 2.
2 or 3 eliminates the 6. Row 7.
Right. So 8, 4, 6, 8. 8s are gone here. 6 and 8 is gone there. 6 and 8
The
is gone here.
palindrome.
4, 4.
The
4.
4. Yeah.
So this must be 4, 6. 4 is gone. 8 is gone from both these. These two aren't 4. I'm going to take the 5s out. I need them. So now this can't be a 2 because there's no 1 on both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. This cannot be a 3. This would have to go 3, 4. But then there's no 5.
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2. Or 6, 5, 4, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. But now we have 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, 5 are required in this group. You can't have 1s in here. And then 8's neither of those. 2, 3 pair means 2 is neither of these. 2, 3 pair means 2 is neither of those. We have to have a 2, 3, 4. This is 2, 5. 3, 4 takes 3's out. This can't be a 6 because there's a 2, 3 here, which is similar to what happened over here. 7's still allowed with a pair of 2's. These two are the same, and then this one is the opposite. All of which see this, so this, these two, like if I made these two red, this one blue, this one can neither be red nor blue, so it has to be an 8. So these aren't 8, and now we have 6, 7, 9, placing an 8 here, and a here. This is the palindrome. 1 and 2 is removed from this, so this is 4 or 6. Those two are the same. This doesn't have a 4 on it, so that's no longer has a 4 on it. These are 4 and 6, so these two have to be 4 and 6. So 4 is gone. One, 2, 3, 7, 9. Not particularly helpful.
But that makes 8 the first cell of the row.
Very true. These sum to 10. Clearly not a 5. We can't do 2, 8. There's no 4 anywhere, so it must be 4, 6 in this column. This is a 4 and 6 pair this way. So the other 4 and 6 goes across the top here. It does feel like they want us to use the Fistamafel ring. Still trying to avoid that for the moment. 1, 2, and 3 is gone, so is 8. This one isn't 5. Is there anything more I can say about it? I don't think so. Four, 6, 7, and 9. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, and 6, I think? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 7, and 9.
Column 4, the 3, 4 pair takes out the 3 from, or places, yeah, it takes out the 3 there. It doesn't place the 3 though.
But the 1 and the 2 take out 1 and 2. That's a 6.
Yeah, there is that.
So we have 7, 9,
5, 7,
and
5.
5. 2, 5, 8, and 4 are all removed.
The 2, 5 pair in column 5 takes out the 2 from box. Yeah.
So 2 has to be one of those two, so it's not here. So that one's not 2. 4, 6 pair takes out 4 and 6. I guess I should be asking myself about these two. So what can they be? They're not 4 and they're not 6. They're not 8 and they're not 5. What else are they not? Oh, this 1, 2, 3 and these two are very interesting for what they mean for these two. Because if this was a 2, 3 pair, those would both be 1s.
Yep.
So this is 5, 4, 3, 2, which makes these 7s. 3 is a possibility of placing 2s. 1, 9, 3. 9, not a 2, is a 3, is a 9, is a 2. 9 is out from both of those, placing a 9 here, a 1 here, a 7 there. It's going to reflect to this side. These are both 1s now, so these are both 2s. 1 and 2 and 7 is all removed. 1, 2, and 7 is removed from there. This is a 1. This is a 5, which is going to reflect through that one. And now 1, 3, and 9, and also 7. So this is a 2. 5 is gone for both of these. 1 and 2 from both of those. This is 3. That's 5. 2 and 5 is gone. This one's just 9, 5, 1 and 9. 3, 9, 3, 9. 1 here. 9's removed from both of these. 7 from the one on the left. We have 4, 6 pair.
That's a problem.
Problem.
Oh, no. Yeah, there's a 4, 6, 7 triple in row 4. It wasn't
give us
a problem.
9 and 5.
Yeah. It wasn't
But
actually
it didn't
a problem.
actually be a problem.
No, it wasn't.
So these 3 are 4, 6, and 7, but a 4, 6 pair is going to make that a 7. So this is 4 and 6. And a 4, 6 here is going to make that 7. 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, and 4 this way. A 4 here reflects to there, so that's good. Those are good. These are good. This is a 7. And what's left over here? 3, 8, and 9, I believe. These two are not 9s. The one on the right is. I don't see 1 and 2, but those are fixed because of the 1 and 2 down here.
7, 8.
Yep. 7 and 8 there. A 3 and a 9 down here. And what's left in this box? I don't see 1. 3, 4, 5. I need a 6. 8 and 3 get fixed up here. I need a 7 and an 8. And we're done. Congratulations on completing my very first puzzle. Hope you enjoyed your stay. It was a good puzzle. Yeah. Now, the Fistmafel ring, for those who are not familiar with it, is this ring right here on the German whisper line. If I ask the question of what can these two, or if I include these 2 rows and these 4 columns. Now, I have 2 fewer sets of the digits. Actually, well, it's not going to matter either way. So I'm going to grab these as well, and that means I'm double counting the corners. So I'm going to mark those in pink. So now I have 4 sets of the digits 1 through 9 in the, wait, I'm doing this wrong. It's not the rows. It's the boxes. Alright, I could have done it without double counting, but it's fine. So if I grab the 4 boxes, the 4 corner boxes, and the row and column, then we get our blue set and our red set. They're perfectly identical, 4 sets of the digits 1 through 9. You just count these ones twice, and you throw in 2 7s for this corner, 2 7s for that corner, 2 9s for that corner, and 2 8s for that corner, but only in the red set. The blue set only counts them all once. But yeah, so we've got our 4 sets of the digits 1 through 9 in each of our groups, red and blue. And so if I take out this 5 from both the red group and the blue group, they're still the same. They're just both missing a 5, but they're still the same with that missing 5. So that is true of anything that is both red and blue. So let's take out all of those. And if I take a look at these 4 corners, they have both a red and a blue component. And pink was just our way of showing it was still in the red set, so let's take away pink and make it back red. And so the Fistmafel ring is the set equivalence theory, or set theory, that shows that in any Sudoku puzzle, the four corners must be the identical set of digits as the ring around box 5. And if we look, we see there's a 1, 2, 7, and an 8, a 3, a 9, an 8, and a 2, 7, 2, 9, and 3, and 1, 8, 3, 9, 1, 8, 3, 9. Chip Sounder says row 3, box 4, box 6, and row 7 versus column 1, 2, 8, 9, and is another way to show the sets. So we've got row 3, box 4, box 6, and row 7. And then we get columns 1, 2, 8, and 9. And this is probably the better way of going about it, because there's no double counting of the corners. So 4 columns is 4 sets of the digits 1 through 9. 2 rows and 2 boxes is also 4 sets of the digits 1 through 9. Anything that's both red and blue can be removed safely, and we get the Fistmethel ring. Yeah. And that's probably the easier way of going about it. It's been a while since I've seen how Simon explains the Fistmethel ring. Yeah. Because then you avoid the double counting and having to keep that one straight, even though it's not particularly complicated, but if it's brand new, it definitely is like, wait, how does that mess up things? But yeah. So we could have used this Fistmethel ring in the puzzle, but it is not necessary. I don't know whether or not it would have saved me any time. But yeah, so that was Fistmethel's 5 by Exley, and their first puzzle as well. I want to check to see if it is on Logic Masters Germany. But aside from that, I don't have anything else on that puzzle. I did not find it. Is it under their name? Looks like it's not. So that was just there. Alright. And I think our last puzzle for today is going to be Decoded, presented by RTX. Oops. Mute that. Okay. Anyway, Decode. Decode. It would help if I looked at the words I was reading. Decode, presented by RTX by Yaya Alacidi? I think it would probably be Alacidi. I think that one's probably closer, but hopefully one of those is correct. And if not, hopefully I'm somewhere in the ballpark. Although I do find it a little upsetting that it is that I am not sure how to well, I don't want to focus too much on names. Excuse me. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and 3x3 box. Red lines add up to 17 in each 3x3 box. Blue lines add up to 14 in each 3x3 box. Purple lines are Renban lines. Digits on a Renban line need to contain a set of non-repeating consecutive digits. Green lines are German whispers. Adjacent digits on a German whisper line need to differ by at least 5. Killer cages. Digits in the cage cannot repeat. and add up to the number in the top left corner. Green circles contain odd digits, and purple circles contain even digits. I would have preferred the purple circles to be squares, but it doesn't really matter. That's just a different convention. And there's nothing wrong with switching it up now and then. It's just that
Green circles are even. No, green circles are odd.
yes, it's the purple ones that are even. So let's go ahead. I put that in the chat already. 2, 4, 6, and 8 here. Green circles are 2, 5, 7, and 9. Can't have 9s here because the column. But
Or
puzzle
row
link
8.
is in the chat if you'd like to give it a go.
4 cages, 1, 3.
Sure is. So this one is not. 11 starts with 2. There we go. 3 and 8 is gone. 9 and 2 is gone from over there.
All right. Blue lines sum to
14.
in each
Red
3 by 3
lines
box.
is 17.
So that would
so this has to be 9, 8. 8.
That's 6.
8.
And 8, yeah.
Yeah, 14 on 4. Well, if those two are odd, these two must both be even. Excuse me. These two are odd. That's an even number. Add another even. It's still even. So the sum of those are even. And I need to add up another even to get to even. So this is 2, 4, 6, or 8. The minimum for these two is 6. Add 5. And that's minimum 11 for those. So this is maximum 3. So 8 is removed. Chip Sounder says 7 has to go on the whisper in box 4. 6 and 8 is gone here. We have to use a 7 because one of these two is a high digit. And it sees 6, 8, and 9. So it's actually 1, 2, 7. So this is either 1 or 2, or it is 7 or 9. Because it sees both 6 and 8.
Well, if it's 1, 2, 7, or if it's 7 surrounded by 1, 2, that leaves 3, 4, and 3, 4, 5, 6. But 4 is going to be in that circle, so we've got 3, 5, and 6, and that doesn't work.
6 is already over here.
Oh.
1, 2, 7, 6, 8. We would have to have a 9.
Apparently, I don't know what my numbers are today.
Which can't go on here at all. Because we've already got the 9s here and here. So this has to be 2, a 9, a 1, and a 7. But this 6 is got a lot going on around it. So
yeah.
Here.
Well, the red line in box 3 that has to sum to 17. We need one more odd because we've got odd, odd. Did I say box 3? I don't know. Right now, that's even.
Mm-hmm. So
That
1,
has
3,
to be
5,
odd.
7. 1, 3 is gone. And if we minimize everything, 5 plus 1 plus 3 is 9. So that would have to be 8. But 1 and 3 and 2 is 6, which isn't enough. 3, 2, and 5 would be 10. I don't know what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Because minimums just give me maximums. So, yeah. And maximums you can
But
do
row
minimums.
1 does have 5 odds.
No, this one's odd. Those two are odd. This is odd. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 11 has to have one odd, which is the 5th odd. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, not a 2. Chip Sounder says 2, 3, 4, 5 quad in box 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3s aren't here. Does that do much on the Ren bands? It is quite limiting, because then these would be 1 through 6. But they're not 1 or 2. I feel like that should give us more information. Yeah, Chip Sounder says they both need a 4 on them because they go 2, 3, 4, or 6, 5, 4. 4 is the common denominator, so 4 has to be one of those two. Or more accurately, they overlap from the maximum set and the minimum set. So we have to have a 4 on the outside because you can't repeat it on the inside. Now, we could repeat one other digit. Possibly. It could go 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 4, 5. Where you have 3 and 4 on the outside here. Or 4
But the
and
4
5
takes out the 4 in the column.
Oh, right here, yep. Yeah, I took it out of this one, but I forgot to include that. 4 is one of those two, so what does that do for our German whisper lines? What does it do for our German whisper lines? Well, it does mean one of these two has to be 6, and one of these two has to be 1, if I can highlight the correct set. Because I'm going to have to put a high digit in both here and here. One of these two and one of those two. Similar to how 7 got forced onto one of those two. And 7 will get forced in here. And so I'm going to have a 2 in here as well. Chip Sounder says can't be the top one. There's a 9 looking at it, although I'm not sure why the 9 matters. Because if it goes 6, 1, we'd have a 7 on the opposite side. And you can have 7 or 8 on the bottom one. Yeah. These two are 1, 2, 7. And then 2, 6, and 7. And if we end up with low digits over here, well, that's only because there's a 7 in the middle. Yeah. I've got 2 there. But yeah. Chip Sounder says the 4 never goes on them, but we already know that there was no 4 on these German whisper lines. Because 4 had to go on the red band, and on the red band over here. I feel like this is incredibly limiting going across. 1, 2, 6, and 7 means this is 3, 4, or 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4 odds. Two, 4, 5, 7, and 3, which 3 is required. So 3 isn't here. Where is... Never mind. What can go here? 1 and 2, 8 and 9 are all removed because we know, regardless of what's going on over here, I have to have a 1 on here. Except, no, I don't. This one has to have a 1. This one doesn't. Because this can go 7, 2, 8. And 6, 1, 7. So I could theoretically place a 1 here. So this is 2 and 9 removed. 7 is going to be removed from both of these. Because this is either a 6 with a 7 on the opposite side, or it's a 7 on one of these two. And that's true down here as well. It's either a 6 paired with a 1, oh, but that could be an 8. So 7 is still an option here as well. But this one, either the 7's in here, or this is a 6 and that's a 7. And now the 4 here removes 4 from both of those accurately. I don't see what else I need to do. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7, and 8.
Row 6, there has to be a 4 on the Ren band.
So 4 is in here. And that's the last odd.
Yeah.
Because all of the greens are odd, and 3 and 5 are
Right.
both odd. So 2, 4, 6, 8, not an 8. $14. I have to have 2 odds on here at minimum, because I'm only allowed 2 evens. But it either has both evens, or it has 4 odds. So it's either 2 odds and 2 evens, or 4 odds. And if it's evens, it would be 8 and 1, 2, 3. And if it's odds, all the odds add up to 25, and it's 14, which would be 11 remaining. That doesn't make sense. I don't think I can make 14 in 4 odds then. No, that doesn't make any
No,
sense.
because 1, 3, 5, 7 is 16.
Yeah, that's 16, but I'm looking for 14.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do 1, 3, 5, 7 anyway. So this has to be 1, 2, 3, 6, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 8. So 2 is gone, 1 and 3 is gone, and 2 is gone. And then 5, 7, and 9.
Which places the 2 in column 9 at the top?
Four or 6 paired with 4 or 6. This is the only place an 8 can go. And now we get an 8 here. This is a low digit. This is a high digit.
And that's, never mind.
This is 6, 1, 7 or 7, 1, 2. If this was 6, 6, 5, 4. Well, because we know 4 is on here, and we've got 3 and 5, it cannot be 3, 4, 5. It has to be 2, 3, 4, or it has to be 4, 5, 6. And since this one has to be extremes, it cannot be 3, 4, 5. This clearly can't be the same extreme Does it have to be the opposite extreme, or could it be 3, 4, 5? I don't see why not. At least not right away. Red is 17, which means it has an odd number of odd numbers and an odd number of even numbers. Here's 1 in this column. It has to go here. And now this is 3. So these two are 14. So they can't be a pair of 7s. And you can't use a 3. So this is a 5. That's a 9. 5 pairs with 6.
Column 9 is
7.
got some stuff going on.
9, 4, 5, 3. These are gone from all there and here. So now there's no 3, so there's no way to connect to 2. 4, 5,
Then you
6,
can't. Yeah.
7, 1, 2, 1, 6, 7, 5, 4, 2, 3. 6 is gone. 7 and 5 are gone. 1, 2, 3, 8. And 8 here. 7 pairs of 4 to make 11. This one isn't a 5. This I think has to be 3. And 4, 6, 7, I believe. There's 4 digits. Well, I guess technically 5 digits left over in this column. Do I want to pencil those in? 1 has to be down here. 2 can be any. 3, 4, 5. We don't have 5s as these two. And 6, 7, 8, and 9 are already there. So 6, 2, 4, 6, which is even. 2, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. This one. 8, 1, 2, 5. And none of these are 9. This is 3, and that one's not a 7. I have to have 9 as one of these two. 1, 4, 9, and 6 are all gone. These two are not 8. This isn't 3 or 5. 7 and 5 are out. What's going on here? 1, 2, 3, and 5. So I think it's more options looking at it. Can't really tell. 9 has to be one of these two. Which means the remaining 3, red lines add up to 17, the remaining 3 sum to 8. Which means I have to have a 1 as one of those two. Which is 10. So the remaining 2 sum to 17, which is either 2, 5 or 3, 4. This isn't 2 or 3, so it's 4 or 5. So can't have another 5. So this is 1, 2, 3. And this is 2, 3, 9. And apparently it can't be 2 or 3. So that's the 9, that's the 1. This is 2, and this is 5. 2 and 5. 3, 4, and 7, so leave 6 and 8.
Hey, box.
4, 5.
Oh,
Box where?
okay. Box 1.
4, 9, and 2.
The purple circle in column 1 is a 2. 3, 4, 7, triple, yeah. It's a 5
as well. 4 and 7.
So that's a 6 for the blue line.
4, 7, 8, and 9. Excuse me, I apologize. Not commute in time. And it sort of looks like we're just in cleanup mode at the moment. And yep, that was it. That was Decode presented by RTX. Message Germany. That is not the right thing. I want that. Do not find that by there. Try the name of the author. Let's try that one again. Okay. Alright. So add out there. And oh, that's not the button I wanted. This one fails 5. So 4. Because I need to save the name in the notes. Or save the stuff in the notes. Okay, paste it in video description. But with that, that is all the time we have for today. Anyone who watches this back, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. If you'd like to see more content on this channel, that is going to be, excuse me, that is going to be Sudoku on, take a look at my calendar, Wednesday the 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Then I'll be playing Gunfire Reborn, I believe, on Saturday. Yep, Gunfire Reborn on Saturday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Because we finished Sanctum 2, which I believe I have. I did not install that yet. And then we're going to be doing Sudoku Monday and Wednesday of next week. And then Tuesday... Oh, wait. Yeah, we should still be doing Tuesday of the 23rd. But the 24th should be none. So yeah, so I was thinking of not doing anything on the 23rd, but with plans, I was still able to do that. But yeah, with that, in January I'm going to take a 2-week break because I want to take a look at my schedule. So the last stream of this year will be the 23rd. Excuse me. We'll still have the 29th and 30th of this year. But after that, I'm going to take a 2-week break, and then we'll come back and have a brand new schedule starting on the 19th of January. That week is when I will have a brand new schedule. But with that, that is all of the things. So once again, YouTube engagement stuff. If you want to see me play The Last of Us Part 1, ring the notification bell, because I have not been scheduling those streams. That is something I plan on fixing for next year. But with that, I am going to sign off because it's nap time. But yeah. Alright, goodbye.